One of the biggest things that gets brought up when it comes to buying an 0304 Terminator is exactly how to get it, because they are not the easiest things to try to buy at this point in time. There are a lot of good credit unions and stuff like that, but we're primarily going to focus on Lightstream today and how my process was using it and what to expect if you want to use Lightstream specifically to try to buy one. The big problem with trying to buy an 0304 Terminator is that the market value for what they're selling for is way above the book value for NADA and Kelley Blue Book. So when you go to a credit union, I'm not speaking for all of them, there are differences. Some credit unions offer 100% or 110% of the value, other ones don't. So I'm not going to try to break down each individual credit union and how they do it. But generally speaking, you have to come up with a big chunk of cash to span that gap of what the seller is asking for the car and what the bank will actually give you for the loan for that vehicle. I've seen people get really confused on how Lightstream actually works. I got into an argument with one guy in one of the Facebook groups because he asked how much my payment was on my Cobra. And I said, I don't make payments on the Cobra. And he said, yeah, you took out a loan for it. And I said, yeah, but I make payments on the personal loan. I don't make payments on the Cobra. And he couldn't wrap his head around that. He kept asking me, so he said, what happens if you stop paying on the car? They take it. I said, no, they don't. I have the title. I own the car. I'm making payments on a personal loan, not payments on this vehicle. For some reason, he couldn't grasp that concept of how it worked. Now, it's known that to use Lightstream, you have to have pretty decent credit. You can't go in there with bad credit history and missed payments and not a long longevity of credit history. It has to be well established, make your payments, no huge credit card debt, like using like 95% of your available credit, stuff like that. That's just generally speaking. I can't give you a direct credit score on what they look for. There's a lot of other factors that play whether you're approved or not, but you probably want to be as close to 700 as possible. Over 700 is great, over 750 is even better. So that's kind of the ballpark of where you want to be around. But that's not guaranteed that you're going to get the loan just because your credit score is good. There's, like I mentioned just a minute ago, there are other factors that come into play. The reason why you have to have a good credit score with Lightstream is with the vehicle that you're buying, in this case my Cobra, it is not collateral. They give you the title when you buy it. They are giving you a large chunk of money in good faith based on your credit history that you will be paying it back. That's why you have to have better, well-established credit in order to get approved through them for some of the bigger loans for automobiles and things such as that. So basically what's happening is they're giving you a personal loan. You do have to specify what the loan is for, but they do not ask the value of the car. They do not ask you what year, make, and model, and all of that stuff is. The only thing that you're putting down on paper is that you're using the money to buy a used car. It asks if it's a used car from a private sale or from a dealer, and that's as deep as it goes. They don't ask anything for the mileage, the year, what the make and model is, any of that. It doesn't matter because the car is not being used as collateral, so it doesn't matter what the value is. The only thing that the loan is based on is a personal loan that they give you, and you could technically use the money for really whatever you wanted. You could put down you're spending it on home improvement and go and buy whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't, I mean, I'm sure there are clauses in there where you should spend it on what you say you're going to, but they never know. When I bought the Cobra, I had a big fat check for the amount that I bought it for, sent it to the seller, but I could have done anything with it. They really wouldn't have known. I'm not saying to go and do that, but I'm just saying that that's how loose the stipulations are as far as, you know, actually buying something through them. Their interest rates are also very competitive. I'm not saying they're the absolute best. There are probably credit unions out there that are a little bit better, but you have to keep in mind that there's no collateral on the loan. They can't take this. They can't take whatever you're buying or take this car if I stop paying on it. It will absolutely trash your credit score, but they can't come and take it. So the interest rate may be within a point to half a point higher than what a really good interest rate would be, but it is very, very competitive for a lot of other venues that you can go through to try to buy anything like this or something similar. I think Lightstream is probably one of the best options for buying one of these. There are a few other banks out there, credit unions, that are really good. They offer really good interest rates, like Navy Fed is one of them, and there's another one too. The name of it slips my mind, but you have to be prior military or active duty in order to qualify. Not everyone has that option. I didn't have that option, so I couldn't use that one. But the only other option to really use is if you wanted to pay cash. But not everyone has $20 or $30, $1,000 stuffed under their mattress.
Please forgive me, Mr. Oinkbaum. You will be missed. There we are.
Especially now with the prices of the cars being a lot more expensive, so that's another big factor to it as well. So I just wanted to do this video to shed a little light and maybe to help out some of those of you that are looking to buy one. People make comments on my videos how they hope to buy one someday. I see people in Facebook groups for the 0304 Cobra that are always, hoping to get one. So, hopefully this video gets out there and more people see it, because not a lot of people know about Lightstream or been using them, and I will put the link down in the description. You can go on their site and pick out what kind of loan you want for what it is. It will spit out interest rates and all that stuff, so you get a pretty good general idea of what you're looking at. If you made it this far to the end of the video, make sure to throw it a like. I really do appreciate it, and it does help the video a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you for watching.